Hello, Gareth here, and today we're going to paint a very simple sea scene, and it's basically going to have 3 layers: a background, a middle ground and a foreground. So let's begin with the background. So put my hake brush in the water, get some pigment, add a lot of water, quite a bit of water. Let's dab it on my rag. Here's my rag, and let's have a go. Yeah, that's very faint. It's faint but visible. So we're going to have a mountain that's like that, then comes down like that, and then cross like this, and then just finish it off. Now, an important point in watercolor painting is to do things in the fewest strokes possible. Now I'm going to do a bit of sea, so this brush might be okay still, maybe a little bit more paint, just a touch, and then we're going to go across as quickly as possible and hopefully not knock over my water. So move that a little, bring the paper down. So I'm going to shoot across as quickly as possible. And do you see that sparkle effect? That's what you want. And again, so this paper has a little bit of texture, and for that reason we can do that. Now I know you get these marks here. We can get rid of them a little, but we don't really want to get rid of them too much. We just want to add a few marks underneath them, and then it looks kind of natural, because you do get patterns like this in the sea. Now we're going to leave this to dry. Okay, now let's paint the middle ground where there is a piece of land sticking out into the sea. So we need a stronger mix for this one. So here we go. It's just going to be a block here. And on top we're going to have a tree. So maybe about here. I don't want too much water on my brush for this, and then we're going to do this. Try not to overdo that if you can, and I'm pushing the brush up like this to suggest grass. These little rough edges are what you want, but sometimes difficult to achieve. Then I'm going to do rocks. So the rocks I'm going to do like this, using the flatness of the brush to create angular shapes, which rocks often have. And then we're going to do reflections, and we're going to do dry reflections. Oh, throw that away. That's a piece of hard paint. And then here we go, a big reflection, moving the brush from side to side. like that. If I can, it'd be nice to make this a bit darker down here. Adding a little bit of tone, but don't worry too much about that. Then we can spray it just because it looks nice for effect. And then if you like, you can dip your brush in the water, well, dunk it, get rid of all the paint, shake, dry it on the rag, maybe some tissue, really dry it, and then we're going to go across on all the hairs like that in alignment, and then we're going to go across like this. Then take the pigment off that we've collected and do it again, and you get these lovely marks like that that look like reflections, soft lights in the reflections. Get some more tissue, and then let's go again. So it's beginning to dry very quickly, and there we go. That looks quite nice. And then the final thing is we're going to do some grass here. So get some pigment, dab the brush on the rag, then we want to separate these hairs like this, and maybe move the angles. Do that again. This is important. And then here we go, let's have a look. It may have looked like I was putting a bit too much effort into separating the hairs there, but as you can see, it's really given me a lovely grass effect. I just don't want the grass too much the same length. Move the brush up and down, and then maybe add a bit more pigment, and then try and do these quick strokes. And there we go, finished. Very simple painting. There's a lot of sheen on this, so I'll show you the dry version, but very simple painting, but I think you'll agree, very nice. Finished. Now your turn. Bye for now.